What is something that you would never confess to your family? I'm really happy to only see them once or twice a year due to living 3,000 miles away. I just can't stand them. They all gossip and talk and spin their wheels so much you can't even have a normal conversation with any of them. It's all drama and always has been. I never understood how and why I was so depressed my entire life. Found escapism through alcohol and partying. Since I've lived across the country I'm sober. Have a super awesome family and I barely ever see them. It's great. Yes. My insides scream at family dinners. I used to smoke meth. I've been clean for 13 years now and they'll never know. Good job on 13 years clean. My younger aunt and I almost fooled around when we were kids. We didn't know about each other and when we both met she was 13. I was 15. As we grew up there was a ton of flirting and sexual tension. It never came to anything, thank God. But we had some intimate conversations around it. Oddly enough both of us are very close today and have even spoke about how ridiculous the whole thing was. Edit for some FAQ in comments. Technically my half-aunt. Mom had me at 16. Grandpa had an affair with another woman. Produced my aunt 2 years later. And subsequently left grandmother for other woman. For the record, both of those women are lovely. I rarely see the grandmother who lives far away but the other woman lives in the same state and sees her great-grandson and I with some frequency. Neither of us want to bone the other anymore. And at least one of us is happily married. We're both embarrassed but I think she's more embarrassed than I am. That being said, she is very attractive and younger me fantasizes about it a lot and I will always have those fantasies with me. We have children and those children see each other infrequently. Attend each other's birthday parties yada yada. We've rarely talked about it. But when we have it's very dismissive like what the hell was wrong with us? Type thing. Obviously. It's always there for me and I'm pretty sure for her. I can't interact with her without thinking, hey remember that time we talked about fooling around and then never did? I would never tell my grandmother how much of an idiot I think my uncle is. She buries her head in sand about him. Edit, I'm probably not your wife. Cousin, niece or sister. Thanks for asking. That I handcraft, cast in silicone. Nerdy s toys and pay bills with dong money. Do you have a website? 4. Research. All I want is to feel loved and secure. But I don't feel that in this family. I feel you. That I don't feel part of the family. I feel like I don't belong and like I am just a substitute for when my brother isn't around. I don't feel respected or wanted. I feel like my girlfriend's family likes me more than they do and if I had the funds too I would have moved out long ago and they probably wouldn't have seen or heard from me since apart from maybe Christmas and that is only because of my cousins. I was like that but when my dad realized it he focused on me much more than my siblings. He has the same S growing up. He used to be equal to all. But he didn't have much time cause of work so it was just mom and my siblings. My sister and baby brother got most attention unless I did work for anybody in my extended family also. That I accidentally got her, my mom, a non-vegetarian hot dog one time. I just didn't think when I was ordering. She thought it was the best veggie dog ever and had a great night's sleep that night. I will take that to the grave with me. That's how you know the kitchen F'd up your gluten-free order. It tastes too good. Every time I've gotten the best whatever at a restaurant I've paid for it for months. My husband knows. But I am very apathetic and don't feel a lot. I do feel and have feelings but not the same as other people seem to. I know what I should feel and have learned how to react when I need to. But I tend to truly only feel more extreme emotions and the rest of the time I am just content or neutral. So that's the word to describe that. Yeah, I think I'm that too. The code for prize clause to work correctly depends on make, but most modern key code ones use factory code 5318008. Haha. That I am about to fail university. I struggle but can't tell them because they are proud of me. I've been there. When I finally had to tell them I tore the bandage off and told them a bunch of other stuff I was worried about. 2. I flunked out of college. That I'm bi. And I'm an atheist. To their credit they took it in stride. Better than I imagined they would. They're still proud. And I imagine yours will be. 2. If nothing else. I'm proud of you for trying. I joined the Navy to get away from them. Not because I felt some sort of patriotic duty like they tell people. I liked it. I found a purpose. I got great training that got me the job I have today. But I did it because I hated it at home. Marine here. I feel this. I really don't enjoy spending time with them. I've been the black sheep since I was a child, and it sucks when the entire family thinks of you as the mean one. Then wonder why you don't have any interest in spending time with them. I'm the picky, selfish, resting bee-face black sheep to my family. I will admit I was misbehaved when I was a kid 10+ years ago. But I'm not a child anymore. They just refuse to think of me as any different than I was and keep bringing up the past. Also, it's not picky to not want to eat off of dirty, crusty plates, Dad. My extended family thinks I've had no career or salary advancement for 10 years. I play a bumbling idiot with them who just can't catch a break. Reason being, they're a cavalcade of self-inflicted sob stories and GoFundMe grifters. I don't want to be hit up for loans every other week. I'm actually a senior manager at an established consulting firm. If they had a good reason for their misery other than got drunk with the money for bills and didn't pay them, I would help them out. Pretending to be a struggling idiot deflects any attempts at soliciting me for money. Note, I live out of state from them and they don't travel. So I only have to maintain this foolish charade for Thanksgiving and Christmas. My parents are in on it. Plot twist, your entire family is a bunch of millionaires playing the same con. My first thought when I found out my wife was pregnant was, now I have something else to live for. I was struggling harder with my mental health than I cared to admit to anyone. Even myself. The news that I would have a baby to look after got me to get remedicated and seek therapy. My kid has saved my life so many times and she has no idea. Niece try mom. Son, come home, your dad and I miss you. I talk to strangers online. And guess what? Mom, I haven't been murdered by a catfish. Yet. Greater than yet. That's the spirit. Never give up on your dreams. That I'm really not as smart or motivated as they claim I am. I'm f***ing stupid and I kind of just want to sit in my apartment and do nothing until I die at 30. That's kinda what I thought. But here I am, 32 years old and not dead. Call it procrastination, I guess. Tis lol. Amen to that one. Anything related to PN. What are you doing, stepbro? That I started mawing every day at age 9. They know. They don't have proof. They can't indict me without my confession. Until they point out the right arm. I met a random Redditor for SX and quite enjoyed it. This literally how I had SX for the first time in college. There's a subreddit devoted to posting NE pics of yourself for my college. He lived a block away from me. Hooked up a few times for a month and stopped after I decided I couldn't handle his eating cheese sandwiches in bed. Also only called me when he was drunk. A year later I was watching Jeopardy with my family and was very shocked to see him. He went on to be a 3-day champion. 6 years later I discover several PN videos of him. And he has been very well received as far as the comment section tells me. This person and I have had a very strange connection through various forms of media and SX. That was a wild f***ing ride. My ultimate secret crush. Your cousin? I give myself gold on Reddit. You're fine with telling them about the CM and S guzzling? I've dropped psychedelics and the old lazy posse me was killed in my trip. Now I'm super motivated and hardworking. Damn, I took psychedelics multiple times and I'm still an unmotivated piece of ST. I want a refund. I have a Wattpad account with a story that has 112k reads on it. I use Reddit. Both of my parents hate me talking to people online because they think I am going to get kidnapped or RED or something. So I'm not allowed to post, comment, like anything by people they don't know. That's such a silly fear. On an unrelated note, what's your home address? Aha, niece try FBI. That I don't share their love and obsession with the band Heart. They would never look at me the same if I ever confessed to this. This is my favorite comment. I would never tell my mom that I don't like her cooking. I went to a brothel while I was in Germany and it was amazing. In high school when they thought I was at a wholesome sleepover, I was actually completely wasted on cheap vodka running around on the local golf course and peeing without abandon. Peeing with abandon.